Britain's rental market is at breaking point.
I have 2 children. I'm living in what is like a crack den.
She's just chatting shit, yeah? Straight up.
With not enough homes to go round.
No one should be allowed to live like this. This is unacceptable.
This is our home. This ain't his land.
Soaring rents.
I'm going to have to mortgage my pension to pay this debt off.
Put a hell of a strain on me. You still have to kill a person. Oh my God.
Squalid conditions.
I'm gonna have to climb over the settee with my shoes off.
This could be criminal negligence.
Spiralling property fraud.
I'll see you in court.
You guys ain't meant to be here, so we have a problem.
Bedsits to mansions.
Hello, enforcement agent.
Squats to drug farms.
They have been growing cannabis.
This is Nightmare Tenants.
Get your hands off me, pal. No. Do not put your hand on me, all right? I will not stand for that.
Slum Landlords. A letting agent's job is to find tenants on behalf of the landlord and, in theory, hand over the rent. But with London's rental market bursting at the seams, a few unscrupulous agents have spotted an opportunity to exploit landlords and tenants alike, leaving misery in their wake.
We trusted this man with our property. I have to pay my mortgage, I have to feed my children. It's a livelihood.
Landlords Suketu and Minesha Patel are at the end of their tether. They're owed £7,000 by the letting agent who manages their East London 3-bedroom property.
We've emailed and messaged Ali a lot of times and we don't always get a response. We've not had a lot of responses at all from him. When he does reply, most of them are, can you just leave me alone, you're stressing me out. So we don't really know where we stand with him.
The Patels, who run a supermarket, signed what's called a guaranteed rent agreement with the agent. This means he should pay them, regardless of whether he has tenants or whether or not they're paying the rent.
We live in Stoke, and with the house being in Walthamstow, East London, the guaranteed rent seemed like a really good idea.
Now they've contacted Paul Champlina of Landlord Action for help.
So Suketu, our client, has just sent me loads and loads of chain of texts between him and Hassan, and there's 107 pages of texts. A lot of the time he's ignoring, but then he's turning around saying, I'm going to pay you £500, and he's just making loads of broken promises. He hasn't paid the rent for 6 months. Absolutely crazy, and it makes my blood boil.
It's not the first time Paul has had to deal with a guaranteed rent agreement where an agent has failed to stump up the money.
Good afternoon.
Because the Patels appear no closer to resolving the dispute, as a last resort, they've decided to confront the agent face to face.
So I'm going to serve a legal letter which is demanding the money that you owe. All right? Let's go and speak to him and see if we can get any joy. Let's go and do this. Come on.
Come on.
Come with me.
You do have to psych yourself up for some of these cases because
You never know what to expect. You don't know how they respond. Here you go. Ready? Let's go. Let's go. Hello. Is Ali in, please? Hi, Ali. You okay? Hi. I'm from Landlord Action. Yeah. I'm from Landlord Action. I'm with Mr. and Mrs. Patel.
Yeah.
With regard to the property.
Yeah.
Around the corner.
Yes, sir. So what's happening?
Well, just they want their property back. They want the money. He's driven all the way down from Stoke.
Yeah, but we need to put a letter of possession in it. We need a letter of possession. So once we get the letter of possession.
Why do you need a letter of possession? But they need their rent.
They need tenants living there. They're not paying their rent.
Yeah, but hold on, no. You do guaranteed rent.
You need to speak to my legal advisor.
Listen. Let me talk. Ali, let me talk.
Okay, go
and
on.
then you answer.
Yeah.
Guaranteed rent means that you have to pay him £1,800.
Legal possession letter?
Yeah, but listen to. Just let me talk, okay. And then you answer the question. Okay, I promise you, I'll listen to you.
You've got a lot to follow.
But why haven't you paid him the rent?
No, it's not your business. It's a judge business. That's not my problem. giving you 60 seconds.
Okay.
Leave my office now. Take this letter.
No, I don't need to.
Okay,
I'll leave the
I'll
letter
take
with
it.
you. That's.
Okay.
I'm here to
And
serve the
I'll
letter.
see- and
I've
listen,
served the letter.
You harassed me right in my office.
No. I'm serving a letter for the rental.
You need to leave now, please.
Excuse me.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Is it?
Yeah?
Is it
Do not
always
touch
your
me.
way to write?
Why have you not
I've seen you in a coat.
No. Why
No,
have you not
leave my
paid me
office.
my rent?
Okay, can you leave it? And
No,
I'll
I'm not moving. I am not moving from here. Where were we harassing him? We went in to get what was rightfully ours. Just wanted our money. If he'd paid it there and then, we wouldn't be sitting here now.
Baba, put the camera off and get out from my office.
Okay.
Get out from my office.
Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to have a little chat. I'm going to
Get out from my
get them out
office.
there.
All these Mac is our money.
Baba, please take them.
Come on, let's go. We're wasting our time now.
I'll see you in court.
Yeah.
Just you wait.
Yeah.
See you in court, I will.
See you on 17, that's it.
Yeah,
Damn right you will.
But this is what we get all the time.
I know.
Yeah,
You're
right.
shaking, aren't
I
you?
am shaking because I just want what is mine.
He drives the car. That's our car. Because at the moment he's driving that car. Hasn't paid me the rent.
Paul is sure the Patels have been ripped off, but Ali, the agent, claims he is the real victim.
They're just making a drama here. And just lying about it. Because they just need the money. Obviously, I just manage the property for them. Their responsibility to take rent from the tenants. That's obviously I'm gonna put in a code and to tell them what they done as harassment.
Let's see if we can speak to some of the subtenants and find out if they've actually been paying the rent, because of course they could be the innocent party in all this as well. They could be paying him the rent and he's just not passing it on.
Yeah.
Paul and the Patels have already started legal proceedings to get back the property and rent arrears. Ultimately, it will be for a judge to decide who is telling the truth and who is not. Four out of 10 landlords complain that tenants who damage their properties are their biggest bugbear. Letting agents are often caught in the middle.
So normal people feed their cats cat food. What do you feed your cat?
I get her a Happy Meal from McDonald's. What happened was, I was talking, watching the telly, and when I looked down, the little bugger had ate my burger. So now, to avoid her touching my McDonald's, I get her a little Happy Meal, and when I come in with the box, she jumps on the table because she's so happy.
Oh my gosh. You're mad.
Karen O'Connor and Gemma Painter from Lobster Lettings are about to carry out an inspection of a young tenant's flat.
We've had some complaints from the council on this one because of, what was it?
Rubbish in the back garden.
Rubbish in the back garden. So they've complained to us twice now and we've notified the tenant, but they failed to do anything about it. How hard is it to just put your rubbish in the bin and put the bin out on bin day? It's not that difficult, is it really?
No.
I'm also a bit concerned because there's just a duvet up at the window. It suggests that internally it's not going to be in very good condition.
Or they're trying to conceal something.
Either way, it raises our suspicions. Oh, they've pulled the duvet in now. It's a towel instead.
Oh, it's a towel and yeah.
It can be quite intimidating going into properties when you don't know what's there, what's behind the door, who you're going to come across, what you're going to find.
That's very odd. They've definitely got curtains, look, because they're grey ones, but why have they got a towel as well?
Hello?
Not a good start. Oh, that smell.
Hello?
Oh. Hello? Wow.
There's flies everywhere. Oh, look at the sink.
I don't.
It's full of flies. Oh, I'm gonna wee my pants.
You've been bitten all over. What is it, fleas? On what? There's no animals.
There could possibly be a rat or something in there.
Oh.
Karen and Gemma are carrying out an inspection at a 3-bedroom property they manage.
Oh, it's disgusting.
I have quite a strong sense of smell and I have a very poor gag reflex. So for me, properties like this are just not good. I could taste the smell. I struggle to not be sick.
Go on, Karen, go and have a look. The fruit flies all over the...
Why? Why would you leave your food like that?
I don't know if there was maggots or rice, but the contents of the sink were not pleasant. It had blocked the drain, so there was sewage and water all over the backyard. The smell was just horrendous.
Hello? Can you hear someone upstairs? Hello? We thought it was empty. Should we go upstairs? We hear a noise upstairs and we thought, has she got a cat? Is there a dog? Is there someone upstairs? Are they in bed? They might be dead, for all I know. Right.
Who are you?
Who are you?
What do you mean?
We have no idea who you are. For all we know, you've broken in. This isn't your property.
What's my girlfriend's?
Can you ring her and ask her to please come here? Because we need to talk to her about the condition of this property.
Yeah, it's literally around the corner.
Right, can you go and get her then?
Would you mind running around and go and getting her, please?
Can I get ready then?
Yeah, come on, let's...
The furniture looks like expensive stuff.
It was really bizarre because you could see that the tenant owned some lovely furniture. She had a lovely corner couch. She'd changed the light fitting to be a lovely glitzy, diamante lampshade. She'd spent money on that property and her belongings, but then within just a matter of months, the place was unrecognisable, full of rubbish and bags and horrible stuff. It was gross. You cannot live this way, and we need to get it sorted. I need to speak to you.
What the fuck are you doing?
We're doing an inspection, thank goodness. We did notify you of the inspection, you knew about it. We advised that we'd be going in with keys if you didn't let us in. I need to speak to you about the condition of the property and what you're going to do to sort it out.
I've been tidying for the past 2 days. Just leave us alone. Do what you need to do and fuck off.
The condition of the property is not from a few days.
I've got schizophrenia. Get the fuck away from me now. Tell it right now.
So what's going to happen with the property? Because I can't. By when? The last thing I want is on top of all of this for you to be homeless, which is the next stage, because I can't go back to the landlord and tell him that property is in good order. So I need to know what you're going to do about it.
I'll fix everything. Sort of the back door.
By when?
I'll sort it right now.
Because the issue is that the council have already issued 2 notices about the back garden and the rubbish, and that hasn't been dealt with, which doesn't give me much confidence that this will be sorted. Because to live in that condition of the property is not healthy for you either. We need to seriously get some help.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Who was that?
The guarantor. She says that she's aware that she's struggling with the rubbish because people keep pinching her bins.
My God.
I said, this isn't just pinching bins, this is somebody who needs help. So I've just asked her if I could go around and show her the pictures and discuss it further. So
Right.
she said, yeah.
The tenant's contract was secured by a guarantor, her grandmother. If the tenant defaults, she's liable for rent, damages, and any other outstanding bills during the tenancy. Keen to see if she can help, they pay her a visit.
Hello.
So we just went today because it was just a standard inspection.
Yeah, I know all about that.
So we've gone round and you can't actually breathe because of the amount of flies that are in there.
Right.
We'll show the pictures.
So this is the kitchen floor.
Right.
These are all the worktops, which is the sink. There's these are all flies.
Yeah, she's told me all about them, yeah.
But the flies are there because of the rubbish. And it's throughout the house, it's just pure filth.
There's poo on the floor.
Right.
The neighbours have approached us today because they can smell it through the little son's bedroom.
Next door.
Next door.
Right.
You can't possibly tell me that this is okay.
No, I'm not saying it's okay. And I am not saying that.
Something needs to happen. Someone needs to get involved.
She's going to go back and she's going to scrub their house.
She needs to bag everything up and pay for somebody to come. It might cost a couple of £100, the amount of bags that there are, but somebody needs to dispose of this.
I agree. I've seen it all now, and I agree.
Now that you're aware,
yeah.
Great. The last thing we want is for things to escalate even more, and then we're backed into a corner where we say, you know what, we're just going to serve notice, you've got to go.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to happen. So let's say we'll come back in a week.
In a week.
Okay? All right. So I'll leave it with you.
Okay.
All right. Thanks very much for seeing us. There's definitely a sense of denial there. It was hard work to try and get her to understand.
Karen and Gemma will return to the property in a week. If the problems haven't been rectified, they'll have to begin the eviction process to get the tenant out. This 3-bedroom house in East London is being let to tenants through an agent, Ali Hassan. The landlords, the Patels, signed a guaranteed rent agreement with Hassan, but he hasn't handed over the rent and now owes them over £7,000.
I mean, this guy Ali, he's saying it's the landlord's responsibility to collect the rent, when actually he's got to pay the rent to them. I don't think he actually understands what guaranteed rent is.
Not happy being fobbed off,
Let's get some answers.
Saketu and Minesha Patel are on their way to their property to try and speak to the tenants direct.
If we have a chat with them and see whether they are paying him or not, and if he's telling the truth or they're telling the truth. Let's find out.
You okay? Yeah. This is my property. I own the property, but I give it to you early.
Yeah.
Do you pay the rent to him?
Every month.
Every month?
Every month.
So do you go to his office and pay?
Yeah, the cards.
Do you pay by card? He's collecting the rent from you, but he's supposed to pay me, but he doesn't pay me.
The tenant calls the letting agent, Ali.
I'm outside now. You're all here with me.
Let me give to me.
Maybe no one is here.
Ali, talk to me. Why are you talking to him, Mike? You are the one who lying. You such a lying git. Why he's paid you the rent? Non Mr. Patel me, Mike. You last 3 months haven't paid me because last 6 months you've been telling him they haven't paid you.
He's been lying to us all this time. He was actually getting the money from the tenants. Someone like Ali shouldn't actually be operating this kind of a business. It's a complete sham. By saying I haven't got the money, I need to borrow it from somebody, I need to do this, I need to do that, I have kids. We're all in that situation. We've all got families, we all need to pay a mortgage.
We've all got bills to pay.
That's right.
It's 4 weeks later, and today the Patels are due in court.
Bit nervous. Don't know what's going to happen today.
Saketu and Minesha are hoping to gain possession of their property and recover the £9,200 letting agent Ali Hassan now owes them.
He phoned last night wanting to give the house back to us.
And he's still saying, I can only give you £1,000 because I can only got £1,000.
Basically, just wanted to keep the money.
Hope we win the bloody court case today. We get the house back. Good news.
Went in our favour. Got it back.
Yeah, we got it back. We happy now.
Thankfully, Ketu and Manisha got their possession order. Ali said he was going to turn up at court when we went to the office. He wasn't there. Good news, we got the possession order and we got a money order for the rent that he owed.
We want to start afresh, just having one family, which is what we intended to do all along. We don't
want to sublet the property.
The house, which is what it is at the moment. One family, paying their rent on time, and everyone's happy.
It's a great result, but bittersweet, as those renting the house will now need to leave their home.
The tenants that Ali Hassan brought in, they're the innocent party in all of this, and I feel sorry for them that they had to leave just because of one person who was just being too greedy.
Although Ali Hassan has given up any claim to the property, he still owes the Patels close to £10,000. It's 3 days later, and Paul's back in East London.
Come over here.
I was in Walthamstow doing another case, and who should be driving around in his Porsche was Ali. I went up and I had words with him. Listen, I've got to pay the money, man. I want to do a deal with you. I'll negotiate. I'll set it. I need to pay this. So we've got a money order against you. So if I enforce it, I'll ruin your credit rating. Right? So let's do a deal. Okay? All right? Cheers. Take care. Bye. I said to him, I want every single penny paid and the legal fees which is on the court order, money order. If that's the case, then hopefully it will avoid Saketu from instructing a bailiff and incurring more costs. So I hope he's a man of his word.
Afterwards, Paul calls Ali to discuss when he intends to pay the money.
What do you mean you think about it? You said to me, when you spoke to me in the car, you said that you'd pay all the money that's outstanding. Oh, you're not going to pay a penny? He didn't breach the contract. You're supposed to pay him the rent every month. If you're going to play the game, play it properly. Don't give letting agents a bad name, Ali. Right, so you're with someone. OK, call me back. I'll wait your call, yeah? What a surprise. He's gone back on his word.
Suketu and Manisha will have to instruct bailiffs to repossess their property and chase Ali for the money he owes.
The landlord's pulling his hair out. He just wants his flat back and the tenant gone.
Paul Ainsworth-Lord, who runs a letting agency in Lancashire, often has to pick up the pieces when landlords run into trouble over rent arrears.
So I had this landlord tip up at the office earlier today. Got a problem with the tenant he's got. He's not paid him any rent for ages. I mean, it's £3,500 in arrears. I've said we can help him. Hey, Mr. Kyle, which one is it?
It's on the corner on the side.
OK.
Unable to contact the tenant, Paul and landlord Mohammed Khan want to find out what's going on at this one-bedroom flat.
Well, have you had a look to see if he's in or anything?
I haven't known now, but before I went to you.
Oh, yeah?
There's nobody in there.
OK.
Mohammed believes the tenant, Roman, hasn't been living in the property for months. He's worried he may have abandoned it.
We'll just see how we go. If we don't think he's living there, we're just going to go in. We're not getting any rent. We're not messing about. We're just going to go in and have a look. It don't look like they come and go much, does it?
No, no.
Hello? You haven't been here for a while, by the looks of it. Hello? They always leave big tellies behind, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not much going on here.
Yeah.
Where's the bedroom? No bedding on other than them, is there? You know, the sort of things you look for if someone's living in a place, it's usually what they're eating. Are you brave enough to open the fridge? It will stink if there's something in it.
There's nothing in it.
Oh, yeah, nothing.
Yeah, it's empty, totally.
Yeah, totally empty. Weren't even switched on. Weren't even plugged in. There doesn't look to be much sign of life here, does there?
No.
Nothing in the cupboards. You know, you usually see some pasta or a pot noodle or, you know, some sort of instant easy food. Nothing.
I've been coming and going round because I live locally.
Yeah.
And there's no sign of him at all.
There's no doubt in my mind this isn't being lived in. You know, he's, for whatever reason, he's done one. So we're going to issue abandonment notices today.
Yeah.
I've got those with me.
Paul and Mohammed can't take possession of the flat without issuing the legal notice.
This gives him 2 weeks to get in touch, to tell us, hang on a minute, no, I'm living there.
Yeah.
We'll be coming in 2 weeks' time. At that point, we will then do a full inventory and we'll change the locks.
Right.
It doesn't smell right. This is going to become very real very quickly.
Yeah.
You know, if we get to a point where we have the bailiffs threatening to take your telly, it's not good. So you don't mess about. The messing about time's past. This is real.
Yeah. At least I know somebody's on my side now. I never thought it would be this quick.
Major step forward there.
Paul has taken the first step in reclaiming the flat. But now he needs to track down the tenant, try and get him to pay the £3,500 in rent he owes. It's 2 months since landlords Suketo and Minesha won a court order that gave them back their 3-bed house.
This has gone on long enough.
Every day it counts more money. Hello. How are you?
Today, with the help of a High Court enforcement officer, they will take possession and make sure all tenants leave.
Let's go. Yeah.
Let's hope no one's in there.
Enforcement agent.
Hardcore enforcement, can you open the door?
Yeah, they've put new locks on there.
I've got a crowbar.
Yeah, the small one, you know, the small room.
After speaking to one of the tenants, Suketo locates the keys.
Oh, it's open. I got it.
Oh, hang on, we just
Okay. Please, there's no one in there now. I just want to get into the room just to find out.
Letting agent Ali Hassan filled the house with multiple tenants, rather than a family as agreed. The tenants were unaware they weren't supposed to be there.
Yeah, he sublet the rooms, which is why each door has got individual locks on it. He's ruined so many people's lives. People have had to move out of here that he's put in. How many other people is he doing this to? Sad.
Ali Hassan has also been served with a money order. This gives High Court enforcement officers power to pursue him for the money he owes.
Hello. Hi, I'm a High Court enforcement agent. I've got a writ of control stating you owe £11,703. How are we going to settle this, sir? We're going to go around there another day, let him drop his guard, and hopefully get your money back for you.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
And if there's not enough assets there, then I'll hopefully get in his house. And
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't care where you go, I just want
As
the
long as
money
you want
back.
the money back.
I just want the money back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
We've got the result that we wanted. We've got the house back, but now the next step is to go and get our money.
It's 5 days later.
Hello, mate, you all right?
Paul and the High Court enforcement officer are on their way to Ali Hassan's letting agency to try and recover the £11,700 owed to the Patels.
Ali Hassan is liable for the debt, and I can tell you now, Suketo wants his money and he won't let it lie. she's run out the back there, Mark. Can you see?
Yeah.
Oh, she's put a lock on the door. That wasn't there last time. They've got thumbprint security to get into a letting agents. I've never ever seen that. What agent has fingerprint entry systems on their door to get in, eh? What does that tell you? Well, we ain't going to get no joy here, are we?
Unable to gain entry, the officer finds 2 other addresses for Ali Hassan and a luxury car that could be seized as part of the court order.
So I've just updated Saketu Patel, telling what's going on. So he's still got a chance of being able to collect his money, bearing in mind that it's a Porsche 4x4, which is free of finance. That's worth more than 11 grand. So there's light at the end of the tunnel. To be continued.
He may have evaded the High Court enforcement officers for now, but Ali Hassan will continue to be pursued until the Patels get what they're owed. Letting agent Paul Ainsworth-Lord is on the hunt for a tenant who seemingly abandoned his property, owing more than £3,000 in rent to his landlord, Mohammed Khan. Having issued an abandonment notice, Paul is heading to the tenant's girlfriend's house, where they believe he's staying.
He's not at the flat. I left him some correspondence. Nothing happened. Let's go up to her house. Maybe he's there, and maybe I can have a chat with him. I'm hoping today that we get, just a civil reception and we sort it out. 36. Hey, Mr. Carl, are you comfortable coming to the door, yeah?
Yeah, tell me whatever.
Meeting him outside the property is landlord Mohammed.
Let's go for this one, yeah? He's been denied his rent and he's denied his property, and that's not on. Whatever the circumstances, you're either paying your rent or you're out. There's not really a middle ground. Just might be cooking in the kitchen, eh? Hello?
Hello?
Oh, hi, is it?
No, I'm her mum, why?
Oh, do you know where she is?
No idea.
Do you know what time Roman will be back?
I've no idea, I don't know what time he finishes work.
Oh, I've been trying to catch up with him, you see, so it's urgent to speak to him, really. Is he back home from work tonight?
I don't know what time it is. I don't know whether he's going to be coming back here. I don't know anything.
I do need to speak to him, because this problem ain't going to go away unless...
Right, well, I'll pass them on anyway. Okay, then.
All right, love, bye. Bye. I think she was spinning the yard, doing a bit of covering up there, don't you?
Yeah, it looks like it, yeah.
She wasn't for squealing. I didn't really get much information, but I thought, well, the message will filter through. The daughter will get to know, and the tenant I'm chasing will get to know, so I can sit and wait. Right, let's have a word with neighbours then. Hey, all right. When did he first move in?
3 years ago.
When I get talking to some of the neighbours, one guy's telling me, oh yeah, sets off for work this time every morning, comes back roughly this time at night. Thanks very much for that, Wes. Thank you, very helpful. Pretty much confirms what we were thinking. This is his main address, isn't it? It's good to know that he's actually living here.
Yeah.
From now on, things are going to start happening one way or another.
Yeah. It's 3 days later, and there's been a breakthrough.
There's a text message off Mr. Khan. The tenant's been in touch. I thought, yes, job's moving forward.
Roman's agreed to meet Paul at the flat.
I'm hoping to get him to sign a surrender document, which means we're going to end the tenancy, basically, without the rigmarole of having to go through the courts. No rent, you're out. And that's what we're hoping to do today.
If he can get Roman to sign the surrender document, the tenancy can be ended early. If he can't, there will be a lengthy court process, meaning more costs for Mohammed.
Hiya. Is it Roman?
I live here, but because of my little ones, and my missus have a problem. So to support her, by the social, they've told me I can't leave the missus on her own and bring the 4 kids in a small house.
The main reason I've come is because your landlord's got problems with the rent arrears. Yeah?
Yeah.
And I need to resolve them.
Yeah.
So we've got roughly 3,200, 3,500.
No, that was, I told him yesterday as well when I rang him. The issue I had, I've lost lots of my job. They sacked me up for a reason because I cut my finger. Can you see my finger up there? Right?
Oh, yeah.
So I had an accident. I sued them for losing my finger. And after that, they sacked me without telling me. So it became like they victimized me in another way. So that's why I couldn't afford to pay the rent.
God bless him, he did try hard. He tried to talk me round. He tried to let me agree for him to stay. I thought, no, we ain't getting nowhere. Your landlord's had enough and he just wants you out, you see.
Yeah.
One way or another, we've got to sign a surrender agreement, or it has to go to the courts and the bailiffs. So I'm happy to give you a week.
Finally, Roman agrees to surrender the tenancy.
Right, let me sign it and see what happens.
So, if we're not able to come to a solution, you'll be able to clear all your things out?
By Friday? No, by Friday. You can't just give me a week without coming with a solution. I paid for deposit, I paid for everything, I didn't even stay here. So you have to know that.
I know, but even if you're not staying here, you still have to pay for it.
You've already annoyed me now because you're telling me if I don't get the solution by Friday, I might be gone. So it's like you've told me by Friday, get out.
Well, unfortunately, that's how it is.
Unfortunately, what I was trying to make it to my face.
I didn't have to give you a week. I'm giving you a week to give you the time.
Now that the surrender document is signed, unless Roman can come up with over £3,000 in back rent in just 7 days, he has no choice but to leave.
They make you feel like you bloody nothing. I try my fucking best because that's what I want to do. You telling me how many times you're gonna work to get 3,007 days. So now it's my head is racing now. Will I get the money, will I not get the money? For them, they want me to go back to clear themselves, to make them happy, and me continue struggling. No, it's not working that way.
Main thing is he's got the surrender signed, and the chance of him coming up with the money, slim to remote. But at the end of the day, you can't pay his way. He's got to go. End off, and he's going. Good job.
It's been a week since Karen and Gemma inspected a house filled with rubbish. They're on their way back to see if the tenant has kept her promise to clear it.
I emailed her to say that we was coming back today and to advise her what we expected.
But there's been no reply?
No, none at all.
I had my concerns that she may not have done what she said she was going to do. The last thing we want is to make somebody homeless and end up giving the landlord a huge cost of renovation and refurbishment.
Gosh.
Ooh, that has changed. There's still a couple of bags, but I can actually see the floor. It is loads better. It's really good progress. Can I just say, I can see a massive improvement.
Wow.
I'm really impressed with the difference. It's now a home.
Definitely. I mean, you couldn't even see the flooring here, even down to this.
What a difference. Well done. Really good. I can't believe that all the flies have gone as well.
Everything's gone.
It's amazing. Yeah. Good. And then you'll be able to sleep better, relax more in your own home. That's good. Can we have a look upstairs? Fine. She just made a real effort. So it was positive. It was good to see that she'd done what she said she was going to do and she was taking the right steps to putting the property back into being good order. That's it then. You're back to normal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you feel better?
Yeah.
Good. Well done. You've done a good job. She'd got to the stage where she just didn't care anymore and she just couldn't be bothered. And she just needed to realise that it isn't okay. She needed to tidy the property up for herself as well as the landlord. She needed to have a home that she felt comfortable to come home to. How can we prevent it from happening again?
It's not happening again.
I guess, I know, because the hard work in putting it back.
3 days it took me doing this.
At least now, you can just keep on top of it, can't you?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I'd be quite happy to come and live in this glitzy place myself. I like a bit of glitter.
See you soon.
Bye.
I'm really happy with the way that it was resolved. A little bit of patience and just giving someone the benefit of the doubt can quite often pay off.
Anyone kind enough to let me through? Thank you. Lovely people.
It's been 2 weeks since Paul Ainsworth Lord served one of his tenants, Roman, who owes over £3,000 in rent arrears, with a notice to surrender his flat.
He agreed to surrender on Friday, so it's now Wednesday, so he should have gone. I spoke to Mr. Corneli. I've asked him to meet me there at 3:30 today. I want to see his face when he gets his flat back. You okay?
Okay.
Good to see you.
Roman's surrender notice has expired, and landlord Mohammed finally has his house back.
I brought the little box of tricks so we can change the lock. It takes a few minutes. I think Roman realised, I'm getting nowhere with this guy. I'm not dealing with Mr. Khan, I'm dealing with somebody else who's taking no messing. Probably nothing much there I want anyway. And I think he's just walked away. He's left you a bit of rent.
All right.
It's here. It's all in coppers.
Yeah.
Mohammed will have to take Roman to court for the £5,000 he owes, but the chances of him getting it are slim.
People shouldn't be allowed to get away with it. Well, main thing is now, you got your flat back.
Yeah,
so as of today,
yeah,
it's yours again.
Oh, thank you very much. Very happy. Main thing is the way Paul's worked. Absolutely very happy.
There we go. The key to your flat. We might have got the flat back, but the arrears, they're there for another day. And I'll be giving them to our enforcement team. We'll get them. We'll get them. It might take a little while, but we'll get them. Job done.
Thanks a lot.
Good to see you again.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
See you later.
Okay, bye.
A good day's work today. Made a nice landlord happy. Seems a really nice chap, him. I like working with nice people.
Get out, I don't need this shit.
Next time,
I'll just take the pictures then of the damage.
letting agents investigate a damaged property.
Excuse me. I told you that I was the landlord and this is my property.
A landlord is the victim of a subletting scam.
They don't care. They're messing about with people's lives.
So what you're telling me is you've committed fraud?
Probably. And a letting agent takes on a crooked tenant.
You're telling me you've committed fraud and I'm supposed to be nice and calm? What planet are you from?